blank page. I think it's already streaming. So I should be able to go to my computer and see if I can see the blank screen. Then we'll figure out how to actually...
What do you need, honey?
Something
you've got I can't help with.
Yeah. See, all we got to do is wait till tomorrow once we get done getting your to stream. And tomorrow we just change it over to your YouTube. You don't have to worry about Facebook because you don't want Facebook anyway in reality. So here, I'll go to YouTube.
Facebook's a pain, to be honest.
Well, once you get by these first things, it's not a pain. It's just getting into it the first time. How do you see my streams? Let me see. I'll act like I'm going to upload something. Then I'll get rid of that. Then I'll tell it to go to live. Live now? It is live now? Is today the 27th? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it says live.
The chat's on there right now. The chat's popped up.
Oh, should I try to... Maybe I can try to chat to you.
You can send me a message.
Let me see if I can send you a message.
Yeah, send me a message.
Okay. Me if I go back. I don't see how you're supposed to send a message. I got to click on the stream first.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to chat. Oh, maybe I got to click on it so it brings the actual page up. See, I see it. It says, here, let me bring it over here. See, it shows this over here. But then it acts like...
If it stops in your way, Dan, throw it on my bed.
Here, I'll just put...
That's your updated one.
Or maybe over here. Here it is. Get shareable link. And then just put the link up here. And then it should bring it up. See, you can hear me talking.
Yeah. This is a slight
Okay,
delay.
so we know we did it right. So now all we got to do is do it right completely. So let's try getting rid of that game capture. We'll remove it. Window capture? How about that? Capture method. We'll tell it to automatic because I don't know what to pick. Window match priority. Capture audio, capture cursor. That didn't work. See, I'm having... See, once I find out how to do it, we'll be okay. Listen to me talk. I think it should be game capture. Make source visible. Capture.
That must be something to see that Coliseum in Rome, Jim.
Yeah. It should be down here. Oh, hook.
Right up there.
I didn't see it.
sRGB.
Look at it. Just take a look over there.
Yeah,
Isn't that something?
yeah.
How many years old is that? That was a Coliseum.
Thousands and thousands.
Let me get
Couple
rid of this.
thousand at least.
That's where they.
I always
persecuted
get that
the Christians.
message.
Yeah.
See, that's from the software. Maybe if we go over to I would think it would show up. There it is. You're already streaming. Log in and try to do so. Oh, is that classic?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Classic.
Log in and the reason why you had a blank screen is because you weren't doing anything. You got a camera up there, don't you?
Yeah.
So we could put your face down here. You don't have to now, but you're in Feralas.
Yeah. This is Feralas. You remembered it instantly.
Oh, I know World of Warcraft. I played so much.
Well, the part where you're working at would be.
So you see what I did? I was trying to select something. You didn't have to select anything.
Yeah, it's pretty much on there already, and this is through yours. So basically, you gotta go find the hidden courier. See, can you see the actual guild chat on there? That you can see everything.
Yeah. Help me. Inventory alt, please. Invite alt. Guy in your guild wants to invite an alt. Okay. That was pretty easy to do what I did, don't you think?
That was pretty quick. So you just gotta go game capture and then switch to the game. And then as soon as you switch to the game, it puts the stream on. The only thing is I won't know if I'm actually streaming unless I had like another computer running, right? So if I set up the desktop.
So you would set the desktop up to look at your own stream. That way you could see it.
Or I'd do it to the desktop and then set it up on the laptop. So
Yeah, you could set the stream up on your desktop. Yeah, and put this like this computer is doing now.
Huh.
You got it set up so you can hear your voice because you're picking up the mic. You can tell it not to do that. Everything I say.
It's popping up. Yeah, it's just delayed so many seconds. So I make my move, but then it shows it on there.
See, there's a delay.
So I'll be on the ship and gone before.
So we can try to figure out those other details, like how to get people to.
Yeah.
We got to wait till tomorrow to get it on your YouTube. I had to make you do it. That way, if you make a mistake, you make it here.
There's a fisherman out here. I never knew there's a fisherman out here.
He broke his leg.
There's a fisherman out here.
He broke his leg.
There's a fisherman out here.
He broke his leg.
Why does it keep doing that? It's like echo.
He broke his leg. Oh, it's feeding back between the two
Why does
computers.
it keep doing that? They're too close together.
He broke his leg. Oh, it's feeding back between the two computers.
They're too close together. Oh, and it's gonna keep doing that now.
I'm turning the volume off so it stops the feedback loop. It was like a real slow feedback loop.
It's like a window within a window, except for its voice and a voice.
I didn't know what was going on either. I was wondering, why did he say it twice?
And it just kept saying it over and over again.
You have like a delay of 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah. So they're going to end up going over there. And then they're probably going to wonder where I'm at.
I turned my volume up a little, but I can always put the headphones on so I don't initiate a feedback loop.
There's no streamers here. So one thing about the island here is you gotta wait on the boat. If you can't wait on the boat, it just gets annoying. So you jump in the water and then it takes forever to swim from
Over to Feralas.
from the island to that dock.
Get tired of hearing myself. I'm going to turn the sound off.
So if anybody pops on the stream, they're gonna hear me talking.
I can fix that.
Should I turn the volume off on this computer?
Well, that doesn't turn off your mic.
Unless I turn the mic off then.
Yeah, we can just do that in the streaming software. Remember, that OBS Studio is free, so it's not like you're spending any money.
It's a long swim.
If I'd known what I did now, I never would have spent the $208 on
Software that you bought.
software that I bought. You can use that software without paying the $208. There's just a couple things you can't do, which most people don't need to do probably.
You remember how Classic was all these years?
It's Classic. It's harder.
Yeah.
It's just like on Lord of the Rings. You can tell it you want to do landscape.
Like if you die on Classic, there's a few graveyards and you literally have to
Run forever.
spend all day running back to your body. Because the graveyard's on the other side of the map. It's like this. You'd be over here, a monster would kill you, or one of them giants, and your body would have to probably spawn over here.
Oh, that's terrible. And for Alice, that's quite a lot of territory.
And this is a PvP realm, so anybody can come and just who's like level 60 and can try to kill me. So I'm always against anybody.
So you're on a PvP. They're not all PvP though, right?
Right.
You just happen to be on one.
I'm only on PvP because in order to be with all the streamers, you got to be on PvP.
That's the funny thing about WoW. If I actually wanted to play it, but I didn't want to pay any money, you can still play a character up to 20.
Naturally, if you want to have activity, you got to be with the streamers because everybody wants to be with the streamers. If you're on a realm where there's no streamers, there's a chance you won't be able to do something. So I'm in a group called OPS, I believe, right now. Oh no, this one's different. This is different character. This is Elktron.
On the current stuff, non-classic, everything is kind of easy.
Just the questing part is, and then you got to go into the difficult stuff where it's so easy, but they have like a speed run through it. There's Mythic and Mythic Plus and Mythic Plus Plus and different levels. It's a whole different game. And if you're not any good, they'll just kick you out.
I know what you're going to run into, and they're the water spirits over here. I was thinking of something that was in another area. I don't remember everything. Like Hillsdale, I was thinking of. Some of these places, it's probably the same terrain because the guys that designed this just copy the terrain and put it in a different area.
Most of it is.
So they don't have to make all new coastlines. Just copy their coastlines.
So here you gotta find a boat. That's right, here.
if you get to the point where you do want me to go in and get rid of that microphone, tell me. I could always just turn the volume all the way down on the microphone. I think you can turn the signal down on the microphone, or you can remove that particular source. Everything's a source. You can have a mic source, a video source.
Okay, so this next quest is going to take me into an area where I'm most likely going to encounter a bunch of different horde faction people, other people. And I don't have a mouse, so a mouse is so much quicker.
I wonder if you can use a Windows mouse. Well,
the thing is some of these people are really skilled, especially if like running a shaman. Shamans have like a lot of abilities. They have these new special attacks where they have these wolves that fight for them, and they would outnumber me like 6-1. That's just not fair with, the horde side have the shaman, the paladin is the alliance side.
we got to figure out how to do the GPT chat part where you put stuff in there so people find you in a search. Either that or don't worry about the chat GPT. Just put in a bunch of keywords. Like Feralas.
Yeah.
PvP.
PvP, player versus player. Right now it's pretty low. Well, this is the alliance side. We're outnumbered greatly. The horde dominates the server.
Oh shit, you're on Alliance here.
That doesn't include the level 60s.
Isn't that funny how people want to go back to the classic stuff?
See how many 60s there are in this area right now? For the alliance side? It's a lot. Well, there's 26.
What is your character again? I don't remember.
Holy back.
He's
Paladin.
Alliance, right? Yeah, Paladin.
Even can't be a horde because horde didn't become paladins until.
Oh, that's right. This is
When
with
did they
it
do
being
that?
classic.
It's been a while.
Let me see how it looks on the stream.
The horde didn't become paladins until what? After Wrath?
Is anything on that table in your way then?
So now I'm going up
No,
into
he
the
doesn't
high
need
wilderness.
one room.
Well, I'm not using a mouse.
You gotta stream, Adam. It's just too easy to stream. You don't need a lot of bandwidth.
It's not too difficult. I usually talk to myself a lot,
Yeah.
so it's not too hard to keep a conversation going on. But if I did have people, I do most of the talking as it is. It's just that when I do this, I do it differently than everybody else. I have my own method of playing.
Well, that's right. I can add information while you're doing that.
You could change things because you have the laptop over there. So what I'm doing is I'm using the third-party Wowhead account, the website, and while I'm on there, I'm checking levels and stuff. Oh boy, this is 60 right there. Troll Hunter.
Oh, he probably wouldn't be able to catch up with you.
What was that?
Sound like my phone.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna try to lower the volume on here really quick. This will probably be obnoxious to you all.
I turned my volume off. Otherwise, we get a slow feedback loop.
I just turned the volume off because it would annoy people.
Oh, I can get a full screen. I forgot.
So you see I'm going in this area here, and
Okay.
you have to get
I know the area.
the 6 brutes, the 6 warlocks, and then the 6 shamans. But however, the brutes are easy to find. It's the problem when you come across is the shamans on the bottom. They don't spawn as fast, so there's usually a dense amount of horde down there who are basically fighting to get the shamans.
Oh, are you rated holy?
I am, no.
Retro?
It is Retribution. Mostly Retribution. I do have a few. Except for this is Season of Discovery, so what you'll see is that the runes and all that are applied versus the regular classic, where there's no runes.
You don't seem to be having too much difficulty with these guys.
Nah, I can kill elites at my same level and beyond. So here's a warlock right here.
Yeah, I can see your experience and everything. It's just like I'm watching, just like I'm playing.
Yeah, this guy is not a necessary person. Doing this without a mouse is a little bit more of a challenge. So that was your phone? Is it like a text message or something?
I could look and see.
Alright.
It's probably just a political.
Alright, so all we can do is the seal of command, the traditional.
Seal of command, yeah. Yeah, it's a political. I can't respond to any political things.
You'll get a bunch of stuff back.
Yeah.
They already send me enough stuff without me even
Send me
responding.
money. Send me money.
They always want money.
Oh, I don't do that stuff. It would
Don't
get really
ever do
bad. And then they start giving you like tons of emails and stuff.
You know what's
totally
funny? They
getting
ask you
hit.
a question,
So this guy just messed
and then
up.
if you answer their question,
He shrunk me.
you know what they do?
Let's throw it away.
No, they ask for money right after it. And if you don't give them money,
After you complete the
they
survey,
forget about your answer and act like you never answered it.
they throw away your survey. They want your money, and that's all they care about.
That's it.
That's a lot of things. You know, they got all these different groups of people, and they just take it. It's called lobbying, and they take the money and they give it to the senators, and it just gets stupid.
Let's go on
There's so
forever.
much corruption.
It's insane. I would never participate in
Then you
anything.
give money and they ask you for a tip for the person that's asking for the money.
And what's crazy about it is you can't even put on your taxes. It's like, why did I do that? Why did I just line somebody who's already making millions of dollars? Why did I give them money?
There probably aren't too many people that actually can take advantage of giving money away
It's ridiculous.
because you just do the standard deduction. You don't
You can't
do.
write it off on
Nope, you can't. Any of the organizations, I'm not going to name any of them, but if doesn't matter which one, you
No.
can't write it off. And it's totally pointless. You don't even, you know, it just ain't going to happen.
It's funny how much I remember when you play this game because it's been years. Well, I don't know if it's been years since I've played it at all.
I can't decurse. I do have one thing, though. If you notice here, I have this. No, not that. Hold up, I gotta find it. Restorative. See this restorative potion here?
Yeah, I see.
It removes one magic, one curse, and the poison or disease effect. However, I only have like 1 second, so I'm not gonna click it. But what happens is you click on it, and then after like 3 or 4 seconds, it'll remove any curse or magic or whatever that you can't. Which, as a paladin, you don't have the ability to dispel any of that because all you get is the poison effect, the disease, or magic. However, in order to get rid of the curse, you have to be an alchemist or know someone that is an alchemist that has these restorative potions.
It's funny because they use this. That's for cleanse for that icon,
Yeah,
but
but you can't cleanse anything.
other, for I can't remember what you call them. The ones that change into different people. You know what? Oh, what do you call
The
it?
druid.
Where it changes into another, like a bear.
Yes, the druid.
Yeah, the druid.
The druid has
Druid,
decurse.
that symbol is for renew.
So under it is. There's a lot of similarities and differences and stuff for each different class. Ooh.
Because I've been playing Lord of the Rings, I didn't
I
remember.
want to see if I had a fan built in this laptop. Will it do it? Oh, you know I need.
You know, one class that's highly rated for being a real survivor is the Hunter in Lord of the Rings. They can, but you know, with these games, they make it that if you understand all the details about each class, you could be successful on just about anything.
I just increased my fan speed.
Oh,
See this F5 here?
oh.
See that?
So you're always flagged, aren't you?
Oh yeah. So if anybody's down here, which right now for some reason
A 60 would be able to easily.
there's nobody down here.
Yeah.
A 60 would most likely kill me without a mouse easily. I'm just not that skilled with my fingers, not fast enough.
I'm trying to think if I can find you a mouse.
Even one of them little cheap HP ones would be better than nothing with the 2 buttons and the scroll.
Let me see.
Oh, I didn't see him after me. I can actually kick. Paladins can kick and interrupt, and they can do also the Hodge, which is known as the Hall, or the, not Hall. What do you call it? Hammer of Justice. They also have the ability to do Divine Light, so I have that through that, and when I use it, it gives me a protective shield
The only way you
for a few
can
seconds.
use a mouse that I have would be if I put the transmitter and the transmitter inside the mouse.
Yeah.
Because you need a transmitter.
I have the one for my other mouse, but I didn't bring it for some stupid reason. Oh. Yeah, I don't have it. Wish I brought it. That was for a simple one.
I'm wondering if we bought 3 of these Logitech mice. And they just use a AA battery.
If you can find a mouse for me, I could show you how to kick the pants off of a Horde player and make them look dumb.
You're Paladin, you're pretty. But you couldn't beat a 60.
As long as it's not a high level shaman. They're the most tricky ones because they're a little overpowered.
Oh, you mean because you could just heal yourself infinitely?
I know how to regenerate a lot of mana and prevent them from stealing it from me. And then I could do different ways of doing damage and then out healing them and over healing. And it's just going to be a really long, ridiculous fight with a shaman. It could take over 2 hours to kill another one until he makes his mistake. But it's no fun to duel summon for 2 hours. In most cases, a duel only lasts a couple of minutes. But if you got 2 really good healers that know how to work it and develop their mana, you can be sitting here like for 2 hours trying to beat someone in a duel or in PvP.
Yeah.
If not, you're just gonna die. Somebody's got to give up.
Logitech mouse, but it doesn't have the transmitter inside of it. I'm gonna get rid of the battery because there's no way.
The one thing about this quest I'm doing is it is a low level one. And it's not a group related quest, so it's really easy to complete.
You know, I might have the.
Oh, I also have Repentance. I keep forgetting it's my 3rd stun for humanoids.
You know, I might have everything I need for you to use this mouse.
I didn't realize I leveled up.
Oh,
That means I got another talent that I can use. So the spiritual focus, what it does is it gives your healing ability a 28% chance not to lose casting time. And what that means is every time they hit you while you're healing, it's less likely that you'd have to deal with that. 1 minute.
I might have a mouse. I'm just going to get another battery for it.
Something's up with that setting. It says your loan is now underwriter approved. Okay. Hold up.
I have a feeling that this mouse is going to work.
Doesn't seem like much.
Where's the? Do you have the USB port over here? Can I take this out?
Yeah. That one can be replaced. That's for the other mouse. So if you should not be wiring one of them.
What do you think? How about this?
There it is. So yeah, you can now maneuver and.
But just make sure you don't lose your.
Yeah, that was for an HP mouse. One of the cheap ones. See, these are NPC shamans. These are the ones where there's not normally a lot around.
I can't believe I got you a mouse because I've been using Mac for a long time. But I have to do some stuff on a PC.
Yeah, I haven't really done much with Mac.
But not just a PC, Adam. A Linux box. I was using that for a Linux box.
And it works.
The keyboard works too, so you could technically take the keyboard from the...
So this is going to like a Bluetooth or wireless.
Yeah, you'll have a Bluetooth keyboard too. If I go over there, I could mess you up because it's probably receiving the signal from the keyboard too.
Yeah.
Not that I'm interested in confusing you.
So I'm actually streaming right now.
Yeah, I was watching the stream over here.
So I should say there's 2 people watching or 1?
It should say 1 because you're not actually watching it. You're just streaming.
I'm streaming and then it would be you're watching. So you could actually subscribe and like if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's make 1 watching now. Start streaming 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to concentrate on putting stuff in your stream so that it will give you a chance.
There's a lot going on. So I got all the warlocks I need. Now I gotta get the shamans, but they're hard to find. You gotta get 2 more. You know what you could do when you're looking for them is go up here on top. Sometimes they hide or they patrol. Of course, I didn't fully investigate everything because I've only seen 1 other opposite faction, and they had no interest in coming after me, so they were just probably going through to do the incursions up here.
Okay, I'm going to put in Feralas. Feralas.
Yeah. So this is Season of Discovery. And I'm on. What's it called? I think it's Crusader Strike.
Crusader Strike?
What is the Crusader Strike realm? Through Season Discovery Classic. And it's just basically leveling up. Nothing too strenuous. I still have a bunch of lower level quests that have to be completed before I even think of finding a group for
Can you think of anything
point
else?
5 stuff.
I put in Feralas, World of Warcraft, Season of Discovery, Crusader Strike, Realm, leveling up.
Obviously, it's a
PvP.
PvP realm, but that's not too significant. Everybody knows that Crusader Strike is pretty popular. So what could be done is you could probably go to other streamers, go on their deal,
And see what they do.
and actually promote your name on there and says, "Hey, everybody, guess what? I'm trying to learn how to stream. I can use all the tips and bells and whistles. Show me how to do it." They have some form of idea of a stream going on. I'm looking for more ideas, maybe from other people, of what to do and what to stream for content. And a lot of people, they might come in and like mess with you to make fun of you and stuff, but then there's all the other ones that would maybe try to help you become successful or something. But if you do go on a Twitch, for instance, and you find some of these really popular streamers that have like 2,000 or 3,000 people or more viewing them,
You probably aren't getting rich even with 3,000 people
not unless they're
all giving money,
joining and
donating.
and such, yeah.
And
Most of the brutes are up top here. And then once you...
I've seen where people were streaming and they had little things saying $5, $1.30, like that. Even just $1.30, if a whole bunch of people are giving like that,
Oh yeah.
it adds up.
I've seen people left and right getting $500 left and right.
Punish him.
They'd be sitting here just playing and talking, and some bored rich person comes up that likes to watch people. End up dropping them. Oh, I went the wrong way.
My God. Oh my God.
I keep thinking I can't go away from my computer or something like that.
Uh-oh.
My class.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't die. If anybody dies, it would be without
So
trying.
what's the story about Ian and Fred went home?
Yeah.
Bill and Carolyn just went over to Fred and Jerry.
Was there a vending machine over by the pool?
Yeah.
I thought there was.
Both on the first one.
If you
It's in
use
the
your
laundry
credit,
room.
if you use a credit card to buy a soda,
Does it charge you like 3% or something?
they charge you $1 for a drink, and then it says some guy's name when it comes up on your.
What's
Because I
the...
couldn't figure out why is this person taking $1 out of my credit card.
So the person that has set up a vending machine over there, and they're getting paid a certain kickback for having it over there?
Yeah, I'm sure it costs them, what?
It's like a third-party person?
Yeah, like 40 cents to buy a soda, and they sell it for $1. So
And that's like a can?
yeah, it's a can, so they make 60 cents per
Yeah.
drink.
So they get a kickback for having the machine there.
Of course, they have an initial investment of having to buy the Coke machine.
You got a rental. They got to pay a certain amount for it to be there.
Yeah,
And
maybe they're paying rent on it.
so as long as you're getting people to
So
buy,
everybody makes money. The people renting it get the rental.
yeah. So the person has the machine over there, or using the machine, is only making a certain percentage off of each Coke.
They
But,
probably
you know,
have
the-
to pay something for the electric bill for keeping the drinks cool.
And then they have to push it on to the consumer.
Yeah, it could be that.
It's like eBay.
Right now, the Diamondbacks are ahead over Atlanta.
Oh yeah, so we went to the Diamondbacks game last night.
And Diamondback won, huh?
No, they lost the game last night. However, while watching it, it was a really entertaining game.
Did you enjoy that game yesterday, Adam?
Yeah, we were right behind the home plate. You wouldn't have seen us because we're up on the third deck. But the view is really good. I could look down and see whether it was a strike or a ball
Huh.
on just about every pitch. And the cool thing is there's a batter on the Diamondbacks. His name is Suarez.
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Torres.
Suarez, or whatever his name is.
You can see it all right then.
So every time he'd get up to bat, well, the first time he got up, he had a solo home run. The second time he went up, he crushed another one out as a 2-run shot. The third time he went up, he ended up hitting another solo home run. And then the Diamondbacks were down in the 9th inning by 1 run. And it says, well, we'll just have to have Suarez go up to bat again. And it's like, do you think he'll do it again? And we were all talking amongst ourselves. And he hits the ball so hard. It was the hardest hit of the whole night. And literally obliterates the ball. And it goes over the wall. And the whole stadium just goes absolutely crazy. And he hit 4 straight home runs in the game. And it's the second time I've seen it happen in real life. And the funny thing is, I was actually present to see it happen. And if you look it up, it's only happened 19 times in history. But I've seen it happen twice in my lifetime. What are the odds?
Yeah, because when you say 19 times, you're talking about
The
all the teams.
The entire history of Major League Baseball.
With all teams.
With all teams. And all players of all time. And I saw it happen twice now in my lifetime. Out of 19 times, I've seen it happen twice. Once in 2017 with JD Martinez. And then now with Suarez. Which is crazy.
Mother, do you know Suarez?
And so ROS?
I think so.
Something like that.
Oh,
I know you don't know it.
He's got 10 home runs now, and it put him in they put him in like a great category. Yeah, you gotta do that. So what you do is you divine light it, and it'll give you a huge boost. You'll see it. And then I'll go over here, and I'll use the wisdom. And then I'll go with the Crusader strike, and it'll give me instant wisdom. I can give myself the blessing wisdom for more. It's slow at first, but you watch my mana, it's gonna climb.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can mimic it, so I can make it so I can find other ways of healing. And this here will help heal. This will heal. That there. It's done. Use this. Put up this again. Pop it with that. You can put the Seal of Wisdom on the actual brute.
Oh yeah.
And then you can put the Wisdom on yourself. And then use Crusader Strike, and it'll give you like a 20% boost every time you hit with it activated. It's pretty funny, but
Yeah, I knew they used to always put him into the guy you're fighting.
yeah,
What?
it's the Seal of Wisdom.
Seal of.
You got Seal of, and there's Seal of Light.
Yeah.
So you can mimic your health, or you can mimic the entire raid's health with the Seal of Light. Where as anybody's melee or hitting with a sword,
Yeah, health instead of.
and every time they hit, it gives them like a 5% boost on their health. It's like a 5% heal.
I suppose you will feel a lot more enough to touch it in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, I certainly would.
Yeah.
We might as well just.
You know what I need to do? Is I need to make.
4 or 5 in there.
Mother, whose Dr. Pepper's in the refrigerator?
I saw Sorrel
Oh, okay.
ones. To use all its fizz.
I need
I
to
hope she has a good.
make the
hope your
trinket.
dad has a good experience over your grandmother.
Oh, they should do fine. I'm just wondering if they weren't expecting me to be over there today. Is all.
Let me see it. I'd like to know how your grandmother's.
Yeah. She sounds like she's doing all right. Do you remember the Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah.
I need to make a Philosopher's Stone. But in order to do that, I need 4 iron bark from a miner.
Oh, you're doing something for your level 60.
Well, 53 on this one. But I need to make a Philosopher's Stone.
No, I mean it's for something for him
Yeah.
to get him.
Yeah.
That was a nice lunch, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
You have to.
I just had the 55 egg.
Egg? Yeah, that was probably just
I
enough
thought-
for you.
2 eggs.
I thought yours was an omelet.
An omelet. Yeah.
I-
2 egg omelet.
I got a chicken sandwich.
I like it because we can divide that. Your grandfather.
And-
It's just enough for us.
So you need 4 bars. I can't remember, where do you get the bars from?
You've got to get a miner
Oh.
unless you want to waste a lot of gold on the auction house. So the great thing is I've set up just enough characters so I can make everything. And they're all roughly high enough to make anything and everything that I need in order to speed level all of my professions.
I don't even have everything I need to make everything on Lord of the Rings. I kind of wasted actual dollars leveling up characters. Then I noticed that there's no fun in taking a level to 140 out of 150 level,
Yeah.
because all of a sudden you don't want to play that character. You want to play the level 50 or level 10 to level up.
Yeah.
Because that's what we always did. That's all we were doing all the time was leveling up.
And that's all we're ever doing, so we never really run out of any content to play.
Yeah, so you
Because
never,
we're always creating new stuff.
you really don't. The only reason I could see to get somebody up to 150 is so you can go anywhere in the game to follow the Lord of the Rings story.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that very much. I don't think the Lord of the Rings books match up with where everything is in the Lord of the Rings online. Like Mirkwood isn't really where Mirkwood is. Mirkwood in the game is not the same as Mirkwood in the books. They're different places.
They're
I mean,
different.
from what I could tell.
So you bought the books, and that's why you're reading them.
I'm only reading the book so I can relate it to the game.
You gotta get the Master Lord of the Rings book that has everything, including The Hobbit. You have to read them both.
I've got The Hobbit and the trilogy.
Because I have the original that has everything, including Tom Bombadil and everything.
Tom Bombadil, there's a whole story about him, and remember when there's a time where he actually put the ring on his finger and he didn't disappear.
Remember, you gotta go onto the Amazon Prime app.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Lord of the Rings on there? The Making of the Rings?
I have
got Elrond in there as a young elf and everything.
You mean the movie Lord of the Rings?
It's a series.
Like they got all the books in movies, but it's not going to be the same as the book.
There's more. It explains about how the rings were created.
You better get on the boat.
I'm on there.
Oh, never mind.
The only problem is there's a delay.
Oh,
So it should show me on the boat now, I believe.
yeah, you're probably on it. I just
Originally, it would have looked like I was standing in front of it.
It's a home phone.
Daddy, the home phone's right to your left. It's plugged in.
You give me that. Plugged in phone.
What time is that guy coming over to look at everything here?
It's on the calendar.
Oh, you're not sure what time?
Probably
Maybe.
Wednesday, I think.
Well, I know the day. I just wonder what time.
Oh, about 9 o'clock, I think.
Oh,
Super
no.
shows.
You're going down there. We gotta go to the bed. We gotta go showering that day, too.
Oh, between 8 and 9. Good, because he's not going to, spend a lot of time here.
Great news!
He just
Your
wants
mom
to
is
do
back
it.
from the underwriter and has
We
received
want to go right over to the shower.
officials. That something's still going to happen. Some are out the house, others will go step by step over the actual course of finalizing the loan. We will reach out separately. Things you can do in the meantime. Identify any utility companies you will need once you're ready to move. Continue to avoid any roadblocks that can keep you from moving forward. Start treating your friend with a pickup truck really nicely so he can't say no when you ask him to help you move. Keep all financial documents available, even the new ones. Write it down. Ask us first, and we'll be happy to help. We'll be in touch again soon, and we'll keep you moving ahead on the shortest path to your new home.
About it.
It says 2 views. So there must have been another person.
So you put some title information in there.
Yeah, I was just writing down everything you were saying.
Who would have been the other view?
I don't know, but it says 2 views.
Is there any way you can check that?
Because you wouldn't have been viewing it.
No.
I don't think.
It would have been through your computer or maybe your phone.
I didn't do it on the phone.
So it's possible someone might have viewed. I'm not a very, entertaining person.
We got to work on that, though. The description.
What are you gonna do about the sound for the church?
We're going to try to stream just using Facebook. No extra software, nothing. Just
Facebook.
Facebook.
I'm not using yours.
Not using my software.
Yeah.
Really, we shouldn't be having all these problems. He said, I think it's the software. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's not the software. There's only a couple things you can do in the software. There's not like some hidden feature that I'm not turning on. There's either something wrong with the camera, because you can't get any sound from the camera either. Well, if you're not getting any sound from the camera,
What's wrong with the camera?
something's wrong with the camera. I'm not going to worry about it.
Damn. Basically, I'm just kind of...
When he troubleshoots and tells me what he thinks it is, I don't put a lot of stock in it. It's not like he knows more than I do about what's going on. Not to knock him, it's kind of frustrating that he's like, well, it's the software. Well, then we'll just do it on Facebook. If it doesn't work on Facebook, that puts it down to the camera. Could be there's something wrong with the camera. could be they have to do a firmware update on the camera.
That's just that
Because every time you get cameras
psychometric
like that,
reading.
you're supposed to upgrade the firmware on it to the latest firmware.
This is where it tells you to go up and mess with the nulls. I forgot exactly where I left off, though.
We should turn that microphone off.
No, it's just gonna keep echoing.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume off. If I don't, then it's just going to repeat and repeat ad infinitum.
And they're gonna hate that, whoever watches. They're like, heck, I ain't watching this. That'd be so annoying.
Only I'm the only one watching.
Yeah. For now.
It might have been somebody watched it for a couple seconds, which is a good sign because maybe you'll get more people to watch.
Yeah. It'd be best to get all your ducks in a row, though.
Yeah, otherwise people say, don't watch that Adam Nutter guy.
Well, it doesn't say my name on there.
Oh, it says by Sosa.
Does it?
Well, what does it say? Your phone number?
I don't know. Yours says your name.
I did put on here Dan Edwards live stream with Adam Nutter.
Oh, yeah, I can see it here. I'm just wondering how the chat log works.
I know I tried to see if I could do the live chat, but it doesn't let me do it. You know, there's a reason.
It says here I can start a virtual camera. So that means I can like turn it on so I can see myself? Is that what it is?
I don't know exactly what a virtual camera is, but because it says it's a virtual camera, it seems to imply that it's not a real camera.
We can preview it. Output selection. Let's just preview it. Let's see. I probably don't want to do this, but let's see what happens. Let's see myself.
I clicked on these three dots and it says report. Don't think I want to do that.
Studio mode. It doesn't have no selection for this output type.
Are you not on OBS Studio, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Want to see if we can turn off your doggone mic? Let me see what they got. Mic aux. Desktop audio. Turn that volume down right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Bye.